Rebounds, hits threes, and has good complementary skills. Chemistry, though, is more complicated. Sometimes LeBron has seemed critical of Love's play.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. LeBron and Love, the two superstar forwards. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Teague. Ellis outside. Screen by Jefferson. And Young kicks to Teague. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Irving with a clean look. That one rolling around and rims out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Young, good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Young's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Pacers. LeBron passes to Irving. And stolen by Jeff Teague. And now the fast break. George with the ball.
Boy, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
Foul. 2.
And Paul George formerly wore the jersey number 24. A sports writer suggested he should go with the number 13, so his nickname could be PG-13. George liked the idea, so he did it.
Yeah, and the more superstitious among us might wonder if he brought himself some bad luck with that number, but it is an auspicious number for him. Of course, back in 2013, he won Most Improved Player and made his first All-Star appearance. But I think the story is true. The fact that PG, in an effort to brand himself a certain way, wanted to be viewed as agreeable to all viewing parties.
And George drops them both. And guys, when you take a look at the Pacers offensively, one of the least efficient teams in the league. How do they turn the corner in that regard?
Well, they've got to get more playmaking. They need more guys that can make plays. They had a low rate of assists and high rate of turnovers, and that's mainly attributable to not having enough playmakers.
Irving, good.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Cleveland on defense. Teague up top, covered by Irving. Back to Teague. From the baseline. The shot's good on the assist by George. Teague's got his first bucket of the night.
I don't know how Teague was able to hit that shot. Defender right on him, but still drains the jumper.
Love kicks to Smith. Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Ellis. Nobody near George. A three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. James dishes to Irving. Smith outside. LeBron outside. Inside, Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And after that contract stalemate that just seemed to drag on forever last offseason, the Cavs were finally able to re-sign Tristan Thompson to that extension, 5 years and a little over $80 million. It was a protracted negotiation, but I think in the end it works out well for both parties as the Cavs want to continue to chase those titles.
No good on the second free throw. And on that topic about the Tristan Thompson deal, it was a max-type contract. You don't see a lot of those for players who average less than 10 points, Greg, a game.
Yeah, but scoring isn't the strength of his game. His main talent is rebounding, especially at the offensive end of the floor. That relentless energy and his mobility for a big make him valuable.
Young against Love. LeBron outside. Goes up from the top of the key. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
which is exactly why they better start D'ing him up before he really gets ahead of steam up. That's the idea. Shut him down before he gets going.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, I think you have to crowd George's airspace beyond the arc. Can't give him any room back there. If you don't crowd him and invade his space, he's shooting it every time, and he's going to make most of it.
And here's Young from the arc, and the Pacers another three.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Irving passes to LeBron. It's a pick by Love. Jumper off the screen. No good off the back of the rim.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Love's got his first points of the game. Pacers leading by 4. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Irving.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside Williams. James outside. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Allen. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. The kick out to Young. Allen outside. Feeds to Stuckey. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Stuckey's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Williams kicks to LeBron. It's rebounded by Indiana. Stuckey outside. There's the feed to Allen. Buried from 15 feet out.
And the remarkable touch from Allen, a capable shooter from the mid-range spot of the floor.
Outside Williams. Outside Jumper. There's a screen by Williams. Shumpert against Stuckey. Outside Jumper. And it's sent back by Turner. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. There's 10 seconds left in the first. Stuckey outside. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pacers out in front, ending the first quarter on a 12-4 run. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
I go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing, guys that I know I may be, matched up against, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So it's a lot of preparation that goes in, to just one game, just trying to get one win, but that's what it takes in the NBA.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Indiana, Young is out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then there's C.J. Miles. Then there's Lavoy Allen. And it's Turner in at the 5 spot. And Rodney Stuckey, an instant offensive player, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington University.
Yeah, he's best at getting into the paint. A bit of an inconsistent outside shooter, but man, he's strong, he's tough, he's smart, and really is able to score the ball because of his ability to go off the dribble and play through contact.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, LeBron James has stepped up over the years, both on and off the court. Of course, he plays with that reckless abandon, but off the floor, he's been very involved and vocal about social issues. And more dramatically, he entrusted his marketing empire to his childhood friends. LeBron recalled people called it the worst decision ever. All this to 3 guys who didn't finish college. We got dirt thrown on all of us, but I always believed in them. Kevin, you can't say it hasn't worked out.
He's broken the mold, D.A. Thank you. And he lays it straight in.
And I like the intensity that Rodney Stuckey plays with. I mean, this guy's a true pro.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Miles Turner, the 11th overall pick last season out of the University of Texas, only spent 1 season in college. But this guy very well could be a perennial all-star. The Pacers think they've gotten a steal. He was a 19-year-old rookie who showed he already understands how to hold his own at both ends of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Young's checked in for Allen. Paul George comes in for C.J. Miles. Monte Ellis checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Teague in for Joseph Young. George with the bucket. And Turner was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. What caused him, guys, to think to slip to 11th in the 2015 draft?
Well, you know, he didn't have a huge impact at Texas. Only played there 1 year. There wasn't a full body of work on his resume. Some even looked at his awkward running gait as perhaps a chink in his armor. But he trained with track coaches, developed his hip flexibility, and really has been working on his mobility and had a strong rookie season.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Pass to Smith to halt the run, and the shot falls short this time.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Irving kicks to Love. Back to Irving. Shot off the screen. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists now in this one. Pacers leading by 17. Ellis outside. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the inside. Here's Turner. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And the Pacers, you know, going smaller in their front court, and it hasn't really hurt them defensively. You look around the NBA, there just aren't that many power forwards who can hurt you on the block like in the old days.
And for the Pacers, when they go small, they're able to cover more ground defensively.
Yeah, even when teams post them up, guys, they can harass them by trapping and digging down from the wing. So that activity and length defensively is what they use. Nowadays, it's not just about spreading the floor offensively, but also being able to cover ground defensively. And that quickness of this team serves them well.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. LeBron's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. And the second free throw, good.
At 6'11" and 243 pounds, Turner is physically imposing. He's a big man, though, with a delicate shooting touch from outside.
Smith dishes to James. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Special. There just aren't many guys like him who can accelerate to the rim and finish in style.
Turner with the screen. The three from George. And the three ball is good. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Hey, all the defense can do is get a hand up on George. I mean, he's an elite talent who can make contested jumpers a lot of times. So you can't get your head down. This guy can really put it in the basket.
James against Young. Turner with the steal. Here's Ellis. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Jefferson's checked in for Miles Turner. The Pacers have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And at 6'7", 6'8", Thaddeus Young, definitely more a small ball power forward, but that seems to be the way the league is going these days.
Yeah, it is, and in spite of his ability to fit into that small ball mantra, he can get overpowered inside by the bigger forwards. He's quick off the dribble, an excellent left-handed slasher, and is capable of putting big numbers on the board when he gets it going. That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Kicks it to Jefferson. Shoots from 14. Can't hit that one. And Cleveland will come the other way. James, the pass to Williams. Back to LeBron. Thompson, left side. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Young. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
James wide open. James with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And George kicks to Jefferson. Another shot. Young banked in off the glass. Young's got 7.
You know, those are the plays where you really see Young's quickness off the floor. He's got a great, quick second jump, which leads to second chance scores.
The screen from Thompson. James dishes to Williams. Up in time. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Indiana out in front, running away with it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Monte, very active on defense. Looked like it really got you going offensively.
We know if we get defense to stop, we're going to lead the offense. So that's going to be our main focal point is defense and get out and run.
Mission accomplished in the first half, Monte. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly a one-sided first half of action. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it back to Kevin Harlan and crew. They are standing by courtside.
Downtown Indianapolis glowing in the distance as we welcome you back to the action here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
George having a fantastic game. He has 11 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Indiana's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. LeBron and Love, the two superstar forwards. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. And it's Thompson in at the center position. Well, Cleveland shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. And the city of Cleveland still aglow from their first major professional sporting title in over 52 years.
They waited a lifetime, Kevin. In the end, it was a native son, LeBron James, who returned to lead them to glory. You just couldn't script it any better.
Outside Teague. Here's Jefferson. Off the left rim and out. Jefferson's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Outside Irving. LeBron drives in, and James throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Outside Irving to the paint. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Irving. 10 points for LeBron.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Ellis can't get it to go.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
And Thompson throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Screen by Young. Here's George, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Boy, George is excellent at getting busy from the in-between spots of the floor. Really fleshing out and balancing out, rounding out his offensive game.
And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in, and then for Cleveland, Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Dunleavy comes in for James. And it's Amon Shumpert in for J.R. Smith. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Dunleavy.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. One of the more polarizing players in the league is Kevin Love in Minnesota. He had multiple seasons, Greg, of up around 26 points, 13 rebounds a game, and yet some said he wasn't a true superstar.
Well, they criticize him for not winning in Minnesota. Now in Cleveland, they point to his reduced stats. He just wants a chance to win, though, and he knew he'd have to make some sacrifice.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Love. The Pacers were a much improved team last season, and easy to see why with Paul George back in full health. But this is a team that was the #1 seed in the East back in 2014. How did they get back, guys, to that level?
Well, guys, it's a whole new roster, a whole new style of play for them, so growing pains are inevitable. I thought getting to the playoffs, pushing the Raptors to 7 games in the first round was a good step. Really hard to compare this team with the Hibbert and West teams that got to back-to-back conference finals. I mean, I think they need another difference maker alongside Paul George to continue to rise in the Eastern Conference.
And the first one drops.
And if you go back 3 seasons, the Cavs, they have the second youngest roster in the league. 2 consecutive #1 overall picks. And then fast forward to the present, this is a veteran-laden team with its sights squarely set on championships.
And so Monte Ellis nails both of them. And think about that 2014 draft. The Cavs had less than a 2% chance at the #1 pick, and somehow they land Wiggins.
Yeah, and who can know if LeBron comes back to Cleveland without that asset? Sometimes Lady Luck smiles on you. The Ohio faithful grateful for some good fortune after over 50 years of waiting for a title.
Here's George. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Some changes for Indiana. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George. Stuckey comes in for Monte Ellis. And Joseph Young subbed in for Teague. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. No one near him. The offensive rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Shumpert passes to Irving. Back to Shumpert. Six to shoot. And another miss by Cleveland. Indiana leading by 20. Stuckey kicks to Turner. That one goes in. Turner's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Al Jefferson grabs the miss. Jefferson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes it to Turner. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Stuckey's got his 3rd assist on the night. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Young against Irving. Down low. Here's Fry. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Pacers last season improved their offense and keeping their defense steady.
And you know, Kevin, it was interesting because of the change in style. There was an expectation that the Pacers would make a bigger jump in the offensive numbers, and it didn't quite happen that way. The defense stayed about the same, and the offense didn't make as big a jump as was anticipated.
Lavoy Allen's checked in for Indiana. And then for Cleveland, Jefferson's checked in for Dunleavy, and Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. And both free throws good for Fry.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers winning the first title in franchise history, upsetting the favorites, the Golden State Warriors. First time ever a team returned from a 3-1 deficit in the finals to win it.
And GA, the Cavs are now the hunted team. Do you like their chances of repeating as champions?
I think they've got as good a chance as anyone, and probably better because they really have owned the East. If they can stay healthy, no reason to think they can't do it again.
That's good from Turner.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Turner. He has 11 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Monte Ellis checked in for Indiana. All free throws good from Turner.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Ellis dishes to Stuckey. Turner with the screen. Stuckey passes to Ellis. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Stuckey's got 4 assists in the game. Outside Shumpert. Here's the screen. Jefferson setting the pick for Shumpert. On the wing, Williams. Money from the wing. Williams has got his first 2 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Ellis outside. He dishes it to Turner. The dive for the ball, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
The Pacers making a switch here. Young's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. LeBron comes in for Kevin Love. And Smith subbed in for Williams. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Back to Stuckey. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ellis outside. Goes back up. Stuckey can't get it to go.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Shumpert. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's LeBron, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Pacers lead by 20. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. So it's the Cavaliers now. George and Young are the forwards. Teague and Stuckey are the guard tandem. And it's Jefferson in at the center. That's the Pacers 5. Thompson misses. Pacers leading by 20. Here's Stuckey. The shot's good on the assist by George. And it's 6 points for Stuckey.
And Stuckey, despite not being that big, he never backs down from an opportunity to get a basket inside. As long as he's in rhythm from there, count it.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Here's Smith. Here's Jefferson, and the dunk by Jefferson.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Teague with the ball. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. James kicks to Thompson. Here's Jefferson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jefferson's got 4 this quarter.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Jefferson, a screen on Irving. Teague inside the line. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Ellis, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Love's checked in. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Smith dishes to Thompson. It's stolen by Jefferson. Fires it up. That's short off the rim. The Cavaliers trail by 18. In the corner, Irving with it. The 9-foot shot. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Pacers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Screen by Jefferson. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
LeBron sets the screen for Irving. Cans it from downtown.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Pacers leading by 15. T kicks to George. And stolen by LeBron. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. Here's Irving. Rejected by Teague.
And who would have thought it would be Teague to send that shot away? Great block.
George passes to Ellis. Outside Teague. Jefferson, a screen on Thompson. 4 on the clock. Jefferson has a wide open look. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 3rd assist on the night. Irving dishes to LeBron. Kicks it out to Love. From past the arc, another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
Back to Ellis. Screen by Young. Jumper off the screen. That's good on the jump shot.
Boy, you look at Young, and his vision is what stands out. For a player of his size, that's a nice added bonus.
Love with the screen for Irving. Love outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Kyrie Irving, an incredible ball handler. Maybe the best in the league. You know what? He may be the best ball handler ever. I mean, he's just so deceptive. He gets wherever he wants, when he wants. And then you couple that with his ability to shoot the basketball. He just puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense.
And an interesting tidbit about Kyrie Irving. He said he used to dribble his basketball with a plastic bag around it to make his feel for the ball even better. I like that.
Left no stone unturned.
Exactly,
I mean, he used to play every day after school from 4 to 10 p.m. When did he study? I mean, that's the kind of
Duke.
Yeah, that's the kind of obsessive dedication that gives you a chance to play at the highest level.
T kicks to Ellis. Got a piece of it. 1:51 left in the game. There's the pass to LeBron. Takes a shot at the elbow, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
They're coming in bunches for LeBron right now.
Pacers leading by 12. And here is Teague. Screened by Young. At the elbow, it's George. Here's Jefferson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And it's 6 points for Al Jefferson.
Hey, you almost can get an assist when you set a screen like that one Thaddeus Young did, because the screen was so good, the shot was easy for his teammate.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Irving. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Pacers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Outside Teague. Young sets a screen for Teague. Ellis outside. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Pacers lead by 17.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pacers.
This is a game where the defense, Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight. No surprise here, just a big-time performance for George. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Now, here's Fry, defended by Jefferson. Here's Dunleavy. Second chance shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Young passes to Stuckey. There's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jefferson. That one good for 2.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
One shot, mind the lanes.
That free throw good from Jefferson.
It's been a nice game for Jefferson. 8 rebounds, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
They set the screen. Jefferson dishes to Williams. Lets the 3 fly. Pacers with the rebound. And Miles kicks to Young. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George. He's their go-to guy for a reason. You saw exactly why tonight. Just another memorable performance from one of the game's best players.
The first word that comes to mind for Paul George is complete. He's a complete basketball player on both ends of the floor. Defensively, offensively, he drives the train for both.
He was dominant, throwing one haymaker after another, and the crowd absolutely loved it. They were eating it up. It's a love affair between him and this city, especially when he's tearing it up like that. He delivered a beauty tonight.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.